Listen, this is amazing because everything and anything happens. Tonight I was at the Global Awards tonight. People from all over the country, and even if they lived in Orange County, they represented India and China, and it was just an amazing experience. And I ran into Kaitlan Welton, who, well, you might recognize her from the Playboy Club, and the network's NBC.
Yeah, NBC.
And it's a great show. You know, it talks about what year? What year did it talk?
It takes place in the early 60s when the original club opened up in Chicago.
You know, the early 60s, the Playboy Club, and that whole era really is just an amazing time. Do you agree?
It was a good time for like fashion. The clothes were great. The music was amazing. It was good. It was like women's movement and you know, the whole racial movement, a lot with politics, and all of that was like a big, like a whole turning point in that, you know, decade. So it's definitely a time that changed history.
An amazing time, and you know what's okay. What's a friend of mine who was also at Global was, but just to get back, Kaitlan, you know, I think it is a wonderful experience to work in a time in a period.
It's a little bit difficult. We had to do a lot of research on the period because obviously it wasn't alive then, but you know, we did a lot of research. We trained with Pat Lacey, who actually was a bunny in the 60s in the original club. So we got to learn from her like how it was firsthand working in the clubs in the 60s, and that was really cool learning from her. And we saw her old pictures, and like she looks just like us, so it was really cute.
That's amazing. And, you know, I know that it was probably really inspiring for you to meet people that were really from that time and experience the whole Playboy genre. I mean, really was something. I was back in New York in the 70s going to the Playboy Club, I remember, and it was great. In fact, I actually used to go to the Playboy Club pretty regularly with a great friend of mine and star of a show I recently did on VH1 with Scott Baio. Scott Baio's a regular at the Playboy Club. We were always there Sundays. But it was great fun, and it was a great and exciting time.
Yeah.
And I just said, you're going to the Playboy Club, actually, on...
We're going to the mansion tomorrow. Yeah.
The mansion, that's right. That's exciting.
I know.
Wow. Can you get me a little ticket in there or something?
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, I can, I don't know. But you know what I do want to ask you? It's great to see you here at the Global Awards and to give your time because I hosted this event and I really was inspired by all these
stories and the people.
All these people came together to tell their story and their plight and support the cause. Let me ask you this: what was your feeling? What did you get from this evening, the Global Awards?
I was really inspired by everybody's stories, and it's just nice to get a whole group of people together who really care about something in one room, and you know, everyone got along very well. It's like comforting, like to see everybody together. It's inspiring.
By the way, the mayor stopped by.
Yeah, I saw him.
Mayor, how do you pronounce it? Viragosa, right?
I'm really bad.
Did you get to talk to him at all?
No, I got to see him, but it was like craziness around the mayor. Like, I guess he's like, big deal. Everybody loves the mayor.
So 9/11 is coming up. In fact, we're almost into 9/11 now.
Yeah.
Tell me, what does it do to you when you think about 9/11?
I mean, I feel sorry for the families and all the victims involved, and you know, I think I was in like middle school when it happened, or maybe high school when it happened, and I didn't really even comprehend the whole story behind it. You know, my heart goes out to the victims of it, and you know, 10 years later, you know, America's still standing strong, and so, you know, it brought the country together. You know, at the end of the day, we're all Americans, and we all, you know, we're here for each other during those times.
Do you fear a terrorist act? Do you fear, you know, terrorism could be close, could be near?
I try not to live in fear. I think that's kind of what they feed on. They feed on, you know, us being scared and being, you know, I think what we should do is be cautious, but, you know, still live our lives, you know. We need to be Americans, we can't spend our whole life in fear, because that's what they want. They're terrorists, they want to cause terror. I'm cautious, but, you know, I still live my life.
Live your life. Well, let me tell you something. You are amazingly beautiful. I'm so happy that you stopped by just to talk to me and say hello. Now, NBC, the Playboy Club, I'm excited, man. You know, to go back in time during the 60s and to look at your beautiful, beautiful face. You're a stunning lady, Kaitlan Welton, and you know, I know great things. What's next? What's your goal? What's next on board for you?
I have some movies underworks that I'm working on right now. We're just getting everything sorted out. Hopefully some more TV shows, definitely in my future, you know, who knows?
Well, I have a good instinct about people. I know people, you know, first time, and I know there are great things ahead for you. You're a great girl, and again, I love that you talk from the heart, and that's what's going to translate on the screen too, talking from the heart, always. And it's so good. I'm so happy you came down to the Global Awards, and you know, you got to see the host, and I don't know.
Yeah,
you know,
were hilarious.
You understand? Hilarious. Listen, World Model TV, baby. We're here and we're on board.